Captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
Yes, sir. Headlines today reads, why the Browns might suddenly give a damn about Watson's legal trouble. Huh? Any guesses? 'Cause he stinks. That's the answer. When you can help us win, we look past your sin. In baseball news, no one cares about Max Scherzer, Jacob deGrom, getting set to join the Rangers. Yeah. The reason no one cares about the news is not because it's baseball news, but because it's the Rangers. What are the Rangers? 7.5 games back, 7 games back from a wild card spot. Playoff push, DeGrom, Scherzer. Hey, if somebody believes, why not? Uh, Word got out that NCAA title-winning coach is giving President Biden advice on superstitious underwear, lucky underwear. Wear the same drawers every week. Don't wash them, whatever. A little weird superstitions he gave him. Biden responded, I sure do miss underwear. Four, last headline for the day. Four Olympic medals stolen, reportedly out of a rower's car. Coming up next, the top place you don't want to leave Olympic medals. Number one on the list, a rower's car. No, in all seriousness, hope they find their medals. Anyway, countdown to the playoffs, baby. MLB, NBA, MLB, WNBA. Both of these leagues count down to the playoffs. We're looking at the playoff push. Otani, Judge, Lindor, having some great seasons. Week 3, college football, bets today. And then week 2, NFL teaser, also coming up later in the show. And more. This is Captain by a hook, baby. With the red beard, I'm Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs. Going live on a fantastic Wednesday, the 11th day of September, baby. Hump day. If you know, you know. The year's 2024. Man, please. Started off on the diamond last night. 2 for 2. Not too shabby. Only because some of it was some plus money odds. It's Captain by a hook. What we have? Braves run line and the Padres money line cash last night. Braves, wow, 12-0. Shout out to them getting the job done. Royals Yankees the over. Did not hit. Yankees struggling as of late. Last 7 days, offense been missing. They'll probably get it right by the playoffs. But this is where you want to be vamping up and playing your best baseball. Going into the last 2 weeks of the season, Dodgers, they fall to the Cubs late. Rangers get shut out by the Diamondbacks. Zach Gallen had a game last night. Only 3 hits for the Rangers. Padres take care of the Mariners. Astros fall to the Athletics. Reds shut out the Cardinals. Twins beat the Angels. doubling them up 10-5. Orioles get back on track after losing three. They beat the Red Sox last night. Phillies 9-4 victory over the Rays. And the New York Metropolitans, believe it's tied now. Them and the Braves. Braves were one game back. They had the win last night. Mets lose to the Blue Jays. It is 79-66. Both of these NL East teams duking it out. Metropolitans 8-2 over the last 10. Braves 5-5. Every game can every game counts at this point for both of these teams. The Braves and the Mets. Guardians, they take care of the White Sox, and the Tigers blow out the Rockies. Pretty sure I got everybody in there. But man. Wednesday, baby. Look at these standings a little closer. Nothing really changing. You got the Cubs on a 3-game win streak. Somehow they beat the Dodgers. But the Mets and Braves, man, teams to look for. Today, I'm actually betting on both of these teams. A little foreshadowing, kind of just gave it away. But later on in the show, when I give out my bets for the day, both of these teams will be on the slip. And I only got 2 bets. So, hey, if you want to go home now, go home and get the hell up on out of here. Because I just gave it to you. I gave you everything you wanted. What more could you ask for? Man. This WNBA. Don't know what to do with it tonight. It's going to be some fun games for sure. Anyway, let's jump over to it, man. Got a lot to get to today. Captain by a hook. Jump over to the hardwood. Women's WNBA action last night. The Lynx, they beat the Atlanta Dream. Atlanta Dream did not move in the standings. You get the Mystics and the Sky. If you're following, these are the last 3 teams all fighting for that last playoff spot. 3 teams still alive for that last playoff spot. Mystics and Sky play tonight. Sky having the 2-game lead over the Mystics, 1-game lead over the Dream. Dream lose last night. The Sky can either put a 2-game gap. Right now it's 1.5-game gap because of the loss added. Sky can put a 2-game gap on it and pretty much eliminate the Washington Mystics from contention. Mystics need to win to stay alive tonight. Pretty much even game. However you want to bet it. +1.5 Mystics on the road, -1.5 Chicago at home. Again, Chicago missing Angel Reese. Huge part of the rebounding, huge part of the core and the defense of that team. So the Mystics, maybe you look at them in the spot with an injured Sky. Sky are on a 2-game winning streak. But man, I like this Mystics team. I like this Mystics team when fully healthy. +102 on the money line is a bet I'm looking at tonight in the WNBA for sure. Aces, Las Vegas, baby. They're just trying to play their best ball right now. They're taking on the Indiana Fever tonight, which is a great test. One of the hottest offenses in the league. Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, of course, Caitlin Clark at the helm. But the Aces, this will just be a fun test for them. Of course, this game doesn't mean much for either one of these teams. Aces -3.5 on the road. Um, but yeah, they want to get a win. They want to play their best ball. They're ready for the playoffs to start. Indiana Fever, I think they're trying to gear up. Probably going to try a few more things out tonight. This is a good test for them, even though the Aces probably will be bringing their B plus game, not their A game. Good test for the Fever to see how they play against a back-to-back champion in the Aces. +3.5 at home for the Fever. Man, I'm gonna stay away from that game completely. And then late nights, you get the Storm taking on the Sparks. Storm minus 11, taking on the Sparks. Sparks at home. That's a big number, but man, I couldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. And other action last night, told you about the Dream falling to the Lynx. Liberty, they get the 105-91 win over the Dallas Wings. Sabrina Ionescu double, 11 assists to go with her 14 points. And Brianna Stewart leads the way with 27. Some superstars are playing some of their best basketball coming back from the Olympics. Brianna Stewart, Nafisha Collier, um, 27 points for Brianna Stewart last night. Jonquel Jones had 19. And again, Sabrina Ionescu, 14 points, 11 uh, assists. Leon Phoebich, she dropped 16. And Lainey Hamilton with 10 points of her own as Wings, man. So high hopes for the Dallas Wings this year in the WNBA, and it did not come through. Sparks, they played tonight against the Storm. Last night they lose by 20 to the Sun. It's crazy when you bet Fever minus 12 and a half because you say the Sparks can't score over 65, and they keep up with the Fever, but then they play the Sun, score 66. That's the way of life, baby. Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. I was about to say something that rhymed, but F it. Anyway, man, uh, definitely looking at playing the Mystics, even though I hate to play against the Sky. I love Weatherspoon as the coach. Love some of the players on the Sky. But man, oh man, I think this Mystics team is hungry, feisty, quicker, more scoring options. Sorry, I took a picture of something trying to get. I get to it. Here we go. Yeah, yeah. Man, I need music so I could do this stuff. Captain by a hook, baby. Talking college football, week 3. Bets right here, right now. Right here, right now. Hate to be a homer, but boy oh boy, do I like both of these numbers a whole heck of a lot. Talking LSU taking on South Carolina. I'm going LSU minus the 6.5. I love that it's under 7. And I'm also going to take the over here in this game, over 50 and a hook. That's LSU minus 6.5, over 6 and a hook. Also, gonna be cheesy, gonna be cheap, gonna ride the trend, ride the wave. That is Boston College. They're taking on number 6 Missouri on the road. Boston College plus 16 in the hook. I'll take all of those points. Also, take a little, as they say in the business these days, we used to call it laying a bet. They say sprinkle, little sprinkle on the money line plus 570. Uh, Definitely will be betting that as well. So I'm gonna take the points on Boston College plus 16.5, and do a little something with the money line plus 570. And then the last bet I'm gonna do little prime time action. Think this SEC game gets a little up there in the points. I think it's priced a little wrong. Let me get a current number. Got the screenshot from yesterday, but I want to see exactly if the numbers moved or not. Georgia, 45.5. Give me the over. Georgia and Kentucky, over 45 and a hook there. Definitely think both of those teams get north of 20, and 45.5 feels too low for me. I think this should be a 40. I really think it should be a 51-53 game total between those points, not 53-51. You get it, right? Over 45 in the hook. Georgia, Kentucky, LSU over 50 in the hook. LSU minus the 6.5 in Boston College plus the 16 and a half. Man, that's how we do it there. Bunch of fun games in the college football slate this week. Honestly, I'm not spending much time this season on college football. Love it. We'll give you out my favorite 3 to 4 bets. Last week gave you out four. This week gave you out another four. Probably give you a four piece every week on college football bets. I think I gave out three last week actually. Michigan, Iowa, and Bama. 0 for 3. So another reason. I go 4-0 in NFL, 0 for 3 in college. So there's my college football bets for what it's worth. We're gonna ride the Tigers, LSU minus a 6.5. Take the over 50 in the hook. Also kind of like Ole Miss minus 23 in the hook. Haven't bet it yet. And then I like the Boston College plus 16 money line and Georgia Kentucky over 45.5. But anyway, let's move back on to some big boy action. Talking the NFL. If you know the show, then you know how it goes. We're gonna do this weekly teaser. Last week I did the 10 team 7 point teaser. This week I'm doing 10 leg 6 point teaser. So some better odds. We go from plus 1200 to plus 2000. Again, this is just a teaser for fun for the show. A little something something on it. Nothing crazy, nothing big. Uh, I just took $20 for the teaser. If you know me, you know how I play. Uh, Definitely very small bet for me, but it's a teaser and it's just for fun, just for the funsies. Captain, by a hook, baby. NFL week 2. Man, season flying by already. That's what it feels like. Anyway, let's go ahead with this week 2 NFL teaser. 10 leg, 6 points this week, not 7 like last week. So we're doing 10 legs, 6 point teaser plus 2000. Starting off with Thursday night. Give me the Bills, Dolphins over 42.5. Tease that down to right under the 43. A lot of these numbers I like. Great teaser weekend. Think it's going to be a lot of favorites winning, especially a lot of favorites outright. I don't really like doing money line parlays, so I like these teasers where you can kind of get the money line parlay at a little better price. So boom, Thursday night, Bills, Dolphins over 42.5. Lions minus the 1 taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 49ers gonna take them plus the hook, basically just to win against the Minnesota Vikings. Same thing for the Chargers, minus the hook, just for them to win against the Panthers. Ravens minus 3.5. That's the one I don't really like, but I think it's a landslide. Also like the 9.5 on the Ravens outright, but 3.5. Add that to the list. Then we're gonna take the over on the Colts Packers. I know, but trust. Malik Willis is either going to be great or he's going to be horrible. Either way, Colts are putting up 40 points by themselves, especially if he's horrible. So, field position. You give the Colts the ball, great field position. Steichen's going to put some points up. We're going to take that over 34 on the hook. Over Jets, Titans, 35 in the hook. Jets have a bounce back game. Titans also have a bounce back game. Think they can put up 17 again at least. Think the Jets come out and do the damn thing. Over 35 and a hook there. And then we're going over 43 and a hook on the Rams. Cardinals, and then boom, the two primetime games, baby. Texans minus the hook, and the Eagles minus the hook. I'm about to run through that. Uno mas. Captain by a hook, baby. NFL teaser week 2. Over. Bills, Dolphins 42 in the hook. Lions. Tease that down to -1. Basically a money line. Or if they win by 1, a push. 49ers. Get that plus hook. Basically money line. Chargers, same thing, minus the hook, basically money line. So we're going over Bills, Dolphins, 42 and a hook. Detroit Lions, -1. Niners, plus a hook. Chargers, minus a hook. Ravens, -3.5. The over on the Colts, Packers, 35 and a hook. Jets, Titans, over 35 and a half. Rams, Cardinals, over 43 and a half. Two primetime games. Texans, Eagles, both -0.5. That's the 10 leg NFL teaser for this week. +6 points. Last week we did the 7. This week the +6, plus 2,000 on those odds. Man, gonna be a fun one. Think it's gonna be a week of favorites winning and covering. Now I don't know what that means, Ben was, but there's a lot of 6.5s, a lot of 5.5s that I think even if they don't cover, nothing's guaranteed in this world. But let's just say 4 out of 5 of these teams are winning outright, and 3 out of 5 is probably going to cover. And when you're looking at these teams, Cowboys, Saints, Cowboys at home -6.5, money line's -310. Do you parlay the money line with other teams, or do you tease the points down? You got Lions -7, also in that range. 49ers -6.5. -5.5 was my favorite bet. I bet it pretty heavily yesterday. The 49ers minus the 5.5. 6.5 I still kind of like, but I definitely like playing with it, whether teasing it down. 49ers winning outright for sure. 6.5, I think they win by double digits. That's why I like the 5.5 so much. But like I said, you take Lions, Cowboys, Niners. You also have the Chargers over the Panthers at 6.5. Um, you could say if Malik Willis starts for the Packers, Colts money line, throw that in there. I got a guy. He's talking about betting Colts -6.5, +3 something. I said, hey, do your damn thing, man. You got the Chiefs, who honestly, man, I don't know what's going on in Cincy. I just lean. I think it's going to be a favorites week, and the Chiefs, boy oh boy, are they a favorite? 5.5 points, -255 at home. You can just have some fun this week with a lot of different ways to play it. And then, of course, the two primetime games. I like both of those home teams to win at least. Definitely like both of those teams to cover. So you're looking at Eagles, Texans, Chiefs, Chargers, Niners, Lions, Cowboys. All of these teams are between 5 and 7 point favorites. Most of those teams are at home. All of them probably win the game outright. I feel like this is one of those weekends. If you even if you don't like taking shots, this is one of those weekends where you can put together a 6 leg teaser at least. If you don't like the 10 legs, put something heavy on it, or even a money line parlay. And I don't condone parlaying, but do something with it. Do something with it is basically the point I'm trying to make. We got some movement Thursday night. Dolphins moving to 2.5. Total still at 48 and a hook. Still waiting on some props. We got props on this game at least. I like Jalen Waddle. He's even moved since I bet him. I bet him at +170. You can get him right now +185. Jalen Waddle to get a touchdown. I know everybody loves Tyreek Hill. I think there's a lot of, not the word value as in plus numbers. I just think Jalen Waddle's going to get a few touchdowns this year, like he always does. Usually when they have one of some of those shootout kind of games, Jalen Waddle gets a few. Love him in this position, especially at this number +185. I also got Jalen Waddle on a season long over 5.5 on his touchdown. So definitely a guy I'll be playing week to week. Took him this week, Thursday night. Figure what better spot, mate, than to get it. That's really the only prop I'm on so far. See some other stuff I'm looking at for Thursday night. Tomorrow though, we'll talk the full slate of NFL games, game by game. Try and do it a little more organized tomorrow. Figure out how to organize it better. Have JCP on talking football. Yeah, I'm on Jalen Waddle's over 263.5. Give me the rookie Keon Coleman's over 44.5. I like Waddle anytime touchdown, and I like the over on the game 48.5. That's some plays for Thursday night. Definitely talk favorite plays for tomorrow, for Thursday, and this weekend coming up. Tomorrow on the show with my man JCP. But anyway, I'm kind of stalling, stalling in the somebody, anybody, hit me with the horns. Oh, yes. 3 bets for you tonight on a beautiful Wednesday hump day. Start off on the diamond, baby. Two of them. Atlanta Braves. Give me the run line. Going back to it. It was great to me last night. It's minus 104 tonight. Uh, I'll take it. Minus 104. Atlanta Braves minus the 1.5. New York Metropolitans. Uh, both New York teams let me down last night. Yankees with the over and the Mets on the run line. I'm gonna go back to the Mets tonight though against the Blue Jays. Give me the New York Metropolitans minus 124 tonight. Forget who gets the start off the top. Manaya. I'll back them. Minus 124. Mets on the money line. And then in the WNBA. Huge implications on the money line. Lord, I don't know if we're having problems or not. It's captain by a hook, baby. MLB bets recap on the diamond. We're gonna go Braves back to the well from yesterday, minus 1.5, minus 104. New York Metropolitans let us down yesterday. We're back on them today, minus 124 on the money line, and in the hardwood, the women's Washington Mystics, baby. Give me the money line plus 102. Huge game. Playoff implications on the line against the Chicago Sky. Give me the Mystics, baby. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the love. And thank you for the support. It's Captain by Hook with the red beard. Presented by Stare Down Sports. Rowan Donaghy, a.k.a. Rowan Dobbs, going live. Please, please. Take all of these wagers at your own risk, and please, please gamble responsibly. That's what I need to add to come in. Holla.